So it's January 7th, 8th, it's Thursday, 2026. And I've chatted with some people about resolutions, and I am not a resolution person. It's just kind of that stereotypical be strong for a couple of weeks or a couple months, and then you kind of lose your motivation and fall off the wagon and blah blah blah. Y'all know, you know what I'm talking about, right? So probably 7 or 8 years ago, I started doing the word of the year instead, where you pick a word and you set an intention that is how you are going to live your life. Sorry, something is, my seat heater was still on from early this morning. So my word of the year this year is healthy, which happens to be the same word that it was last year. And some people do the word of the year thing different. Um, like some people say, okay, so my word of the year is healthy, and so I'm going to focus on eating better and exercising more. Or like I have a cousin who one year, I don't remember her word, but in January she was going to focus on this, in February that, March. It's more power to those people. But I tend to take a more non-active role and hope and pray that it shows up in my life. So my very first year I did this, my word was joy. I was deep in like the betrayal trauma, before my divorce, and going through a really hard time. And I heard about this and I was like, well, let me give it a try. And so I chose the word joy because that's what I felt I really needed. And just decided to let it show up for me. And it was about halfway through the year, it was like June or July, I started it, I noticed it just popping up in random places, in church, things from the church, talks and articles and stuff like that, in my betrayal trauma stuff. It really started popping up a lot. And because I had set an intention and it was in my mind, I started reading and listening and applying and stuff. And so that's kind of how I do it. I'm focusing on a healthy body, a healthy mind, a healthy bank account, healthy, just other ways that I can be healthy. Oh, healthy authenticity, living authentic to myself. Yeah, so I'm excited. Um, I am going to, this whole YouTube channel was a part of that, and just the accountability for being healthy. So I look forward to seeing how it shows up for me this year.